So there will be three scenarios. The first one having the low vitamin B12, second borderline low vitamin B12, and the third normal vitamin B12. The first case where low vitamin B12 is there, along with it normal or high homocysteine levels if they are present, or if methyl malonic acid is high. That means this case goes towards vitamin B12 deficiency. Second scenario will be when there is borderline low vitamin B12, then you have increased homocysteine levels but normal methyl malonic acid. So this case goes towards folic acid deficiency. With borderline low vitamin B12, one more possibility can happen. When the vitamin B12 is borderline low, but homocysteine levels and the methyl malonic acid levels are normal. So what do we have to do in this case? We have to perform the bone marrow study in these such cases so that we can find out or look into other causes of megaloblastic macrocytosis. So in scenarios when there is normal vitamin B12, so you have to ask your patient to go and check for serum folate levels, or to be more specific, to go for RBC folate levels. Okay. So if the serum red cell folate level is decreased, that means what? It means there is folic acid deficiency. But if there is normal vitamin B12, you have normal serum folate levels, you have red cell folate levels which are normal, that means you have to look out for some other studies of the megaloblastic macrocytosis by performing the bone marrow study. Now the cases where there is non-megaloblastic features, okay, so there you have to perform the liver function test for those patients, you have to perform the thyroid function test, and you have to ask for clinical history to look out for drug history if there is any alcoholism history. So this is the way how you will approach the macrocytosis.